Hello, John Bruna here with the Daily Quote, and let's get right to it. I think it is, well, an important quote for our current times. The best portion of a good person's life is their little, nameless, unremembered acts of kindness and of love. That's from William Wordsworth. Yes, as I read this today, I thought, well, why don't we embody this today? Can we offer some kindness and love without recognition? What came to mind immediately was a story about my mother when she was just a little girl going to school in Iowa. There was a family that didn't have much money, and the kids often were hungry, and her mom would make an extra few lunches and have her bring them to school for the kids. And she had to be, subtle about it. Challenge of accepting, food from another and one's dignity. And so they just made it this friendship and sharing of a meal. And so my grandmother was instilling in my mom these acts of kindness, how to care about others, how to see their suffering. And as a little girl, she'd bring these lunches to school. The thing about that is, with my own mother, she embodied this throughout her lifetime, and she had to raise a bunch of knucklehead troublemakers like us. But I think it's actually her care and love that helped us overcome all of our afflictions. Well, not all of our afflictions, the big stuff, and eventually, through a lot of trial and tribulations, eventually, we became better human beings. My mom was a trust administrator in Los Angeles. She was an assistant trust administrator for decades, as back then they didn't promote women. Showed up for work every day, took a bus to downtown LA, raised 9 kids. And what always amazed me is when we would go visit her at work sometimes. It didn't matter how old people were, young people were, people in their 20s, their 30s. Everyone loved my mother. If we had some celebration of her work or her birthday, people from her work would show up and honor her. Again, all ages, all socioeconomic classes, all races, all cultures. She embodied that. It's amazing for me just how little of that I embodied. Growing up trying to find my way, being insecure, fearful, and eventually having to find my way into recovery from substance abuse. I'd like to think that those nameless acts of kindness and love were actually rooted in me and would eventually grow from those seeds, help me be who I am today. And hopefully we all get to plant those seeds in others. They're not always super obvious. It's just the small acts of kindness, of care, of attention that we give to people that will sprout one day in their lives and help them find a way that's truly meaningful. So I'd like to invite all of you, and I'll join you in planting these small acts of kindness and love throughout the day with all the people we encounter. I'm up for it. Hope you are too.